we're doing daily streams at the moment. We are going to be changing the stream schedule a bit, starting earlier moving forwards, but for today, we're still live. Now, we are doing Dazzling Aurora today because I think the deck is going to get banned, and I want to really learn more about the deck, like how balanced is it, how broken is it, all these sorts of things. Thanks to the channel sponsor, Cardmarket is the biggest online marketplace for trading card games in Europe. Thousand-Tailed Watcher, the most sold card this week, which is interesting, to be honest. Unchecked Power shot up in price so much. It was maybe it didn't show up that much. It did. I'm surprised it ever cost that much, to be honest. A month ago, it still cost 20 quid, and now it's 30 quid. It still shot up. The way that I want to build Aurora, we did actually play some yesterday. You can see it here. I want to test it, and I still want to test it a bit further to begin with only 3 Elder Dragons in the deck and no other units. Really just a limit test. This kind of approach. Now, the sideboard, I will definitely put a lot of units on. I will put Mind Splitter on the sideboard for sure. At the very least, I'll have Mind Splitter on the sideboard. And I think also, the other card that's probably just good always is Dead Bloom Predator. Right? And then we can think about what else we would have on the sideboard as well. But what I want to start off with testing, and testing a bit further, is just, how does Aurora feel with only 3 dragons? Now, Aurora's, never been that good. It's always been good, right? But, I think that now something has changed significantly, which is the Elder Dragon being printed. It is giga-busted. We're all in on this strategy with cards like Bullet Time, which make use of its ability. It can be countered, and because Aurora has, a big target on its head, the deck is, going to be tacked against quite a bit. So the one card I didn't like was this Heedless Resurrection. But I did want to take a quick look through at the options that maybe I hadn't considered yesterday, after playing some games. Basically, is there any other cards which I haven't been playing, which I think I should be playing? Quite curious about that. Basically, this Heedless Resurrection card is able to put a dragon from the deck into the discard, which is kind of interesting because then you can hit it off Aurora and get another trigger. It does feel quite niche. I also felt like the invert timelines was okay. Just in these games where I'm not drawing my Aurora, just having extra ways of doing it. I think I need some hard bargains in my life, to be honest. I was losing to Not So Fast a little bit too easily, honestly. I'm just curious to see if there's anything else here which we might want to play. We were getting also quite heavily countered by Star-Crossed. This is another counter card for Aurora with Star-Crossed. Because it's reaction speed, you can react to the Elder Dragon with this, bouncing the Elder Dragon back to hand, which is definitely not ideal for the Aurora player. But by playing the Aurora, we're also kind of learning the weaknesses, because I want to basically give you guys a video on how to beat Aurora. More so than anything. Probably that's all that really jumps out here, I would say. Could look at Confront, perhaps. Unit to enter ready. I don't think we want that. Deal 2 damage to all enemy units in combat. Probably not. In combat is a little bit niche. Just in instances of damage, which is not in combat, is definitely nice. Draw 1 for Mighty, no thanks. The Abandon's not very good in this one. Bone Skew is a cool card, but not for this one, I think. Lunar Boom we definitely keep. Spoils of War I don't think we care about too much. Costs of Power. And then is there any other gear that I'm particularly interested in before we start slamming some games? I would guess there probably isn't. That would be my assumption. Maybe Siren's okay, right? You play the first Elder Dragon in at base when it comes in, and then you use the Siren the following turn to move it into the battlefield, and then you use the Misfortune ability to gank over. Could be something to look at. Don't think it's the worst idea. Probably there's nothing else I'm interested in, I would guess. Blast Cone's quite a good card. When you play this, banish all units from your trash. Play a unit banished with this, and that's definitely not something we're interested in. So basically, we're just going to stick very similar to what we played yesterday, except I want to put some cards on the sideboard, which are going to be units. So I want Dead Bloom, I want Mind Splitter. But I still want to just keep like limit testing this deck with only the dragons and really see how does it feel. Move all to sideboard, move all to sideboard. I mean, we have invert timelines in here at the moment. We got rid of the Heedless Resurrections already. Hard bargain, that's what I want. Hard bargain. I wonder if if we're supposed to play 3 of these. What I might quickly do is check the winning deck list from the other day. And see how many hard bargains it was on, because it was basically just on 3. Also, like best of 1, by the way, Aurora's a lot worse. It was this one. Aurora's a lot worse in best of 1. It wasn't this one. I guess it was the one before that. It was like Runes and Rift, I think. It's a lot of data. I've not been looking at any of this. I really should be. I think it was this one. Yeah, Misfortune won it. It was on only 2 last rights, which surprises me. I'm pretty sure this is a 3 of. Quite convinced. This Sabotage has got to be a 3 of. They were actually playing the Heedless Resurrection. Not that many units on the sideboard either, which is interesting. Akshan on sideboard makes sense, actually, for mirrors. So that's the other card I'll just put on my sideboard straight away. Like, I'm not sure it makes that much sense to have all of these things on the side. Repulse is interesting. Undying Spirit. Like, these are Unyielding Spirit are like good for mirrors and stuff, right? I don't want the Soul Gorger, but I think the Repulse and Unyielding Spirit make a lot of sense for mirror matchups. Choose a friendly unit battlefield, counter enemy spell ability that chooses it and no friendly unit. Honestly, the Repulse might actually just be good enough because of... I suppose I only have like 1 counter. But yeah, basically my list, I want to be very similar to what this looks like already, right? Like I basically just want like some amount of hard bargain. I want some amount of... I can see Unyielding Spirit and Repulse. The Heedless Resurrection is a weird old card. Basically the logic is you can use the Heedless Resurrection to put your dragon in the discard, so then that you hit a dragon off your Aurora again. That's kind of the use case I found for it. It's basically like pay flipping 2 to just kill one of your own guys. Which, like, I mean, yeah, might be worth it, but yeah, best one you can pre-side, which means that Aurora's performing a lot worse than it should be in China. Because basically what Aurora tends to do is it wins game 1, then everybody sides for it, and then you just have to win game 2 or 3, right? That's kind of like the main play pattern for Aurora. Let's just play like 1 hard bargain. I'm going to dump these Heedless Resurrections. How many invert timelines was this deck on? Only 2. Feels like it might be a 3 of to me. Certainly the Shovel is a 3 of. That is absolutely no doubt. Let's put a second invert timelines in. And just slam that. So in terms of Rune Spit, how were they looking as well? That's quite interesting. 6/6. Seems weird, but sure. So let's go down to 2 invert timelines, maybe just 1 hard bargain. We're cutting the Heedless Resurrection and see how the deck feels without it. And then we've got a sideboard of units that I mainly want to test. And what battlefields were they using? Paper Tree. When you hold it, each player channels 1 rune exhausted. Okay, I like the sound of that. More so than Vilmor's Lair. Yeah. I like the sound of that, the Paper Tree. Sounds really good, actually. Yeah, I think this deck's getting banned. I'm very sure it's getting banned. That's literally the name of my deck here on Thingamajiggers. Aurora's getting banned. Leblanc is our worst matchup. So this is basically the thing with this deck. Is like it's got some bad matchups, but it's just got a bunch of decks it totally beats. And it's just what it's gonna do realistically is it's gonna mean that there's a lot of decks in the format which are just unplayable because of this deck's existence, right? Which is not really very healthy for the game. I'm sure we can all agree. So Leblanc is a bad matchup because they have lots of recursion. We'll go for a stack deck. We'll take this card, which is a really busted card in this deck. I think there's like very little reason to be playing Aurora. Not in this deck. We do find an Aurora, which is good. So this card costs 1, and then you can kill it. Add to pay 1, you predict true, draw 1. The reason this is so good is like one of the counters to this deck is discard cards like Sabotage, Ash, the new Ash as well, and Mind Splitter. But Ash in particular, because it's a lot cheaper, right, is a really good way of doing that. But what you can do with this card is if you see in the predict, you see the Aurora on the top, you just draw the other card, leaving the Aurora on top. Well, that's a nice high roll. Let's find the Catalyst. So I guess we're still going to use the Scurrier's Bloom here. Pay 1. Get an XP. Predict. So look at the top 2. We're going to draw 1. I definitely don't want that. The question is, do I even want the Mobilize? Not particularly, right? We probably just put them both at the bottom. Oh, we still need to draw 1. And we've got 1 XP, which we're not going to be using. But yeah, we're going to slam the Aurora. We know we're hitting Dragon every single flipping time. And then we have triple Last Rites, because when you equip this, you can recycle. And yeah, we cut the Heedless Resurrection thing. Basically, like the best use case of that card is you just intentionally sacrifice your own unit. Now we're just going to slam Aurora. Let's just like not mess about here, right? What could we hit? What unit is it going to be, everybody? What could it possibly be? Who could have seen that coming? So we go for the non-reflection, of course. They draw, they get a gold. We pass. One thing I'm definitely like curious in is like, do we actually have, okay, what the heck does this do? When I move to a battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your main deck. You may reveal a unit from amongst them and draw it. Death Knell, play a unit from your hand to your base. What is energy cost? Sure, that's not going to do an awful lot for them, unfortunately for them. This for us is going to be probably just Misfortune, conquer the other battlefield. We could actually, I definitely don't mind the Elder Dragon being in here. Like killing our Elder Dragon is fine because then the Aurora gets it. So it's just going to be like a slow Misfortune, probably accelerate the Misfortune, play a Sabotage, right? I think we're always going to be doing this as well. So let's just do this first because it's intel. And they already left, which is probably the main line. Yeah, good gameplay, right? I mean, Leblanc is a bad matchup for us. But yeah, we were going to do this, right? Like, let's just like play it out to see what it would look like. Let's just say we put this to the bottom. We draw this one. And go to 2 XP for... Oh, wait. I was cheating. That's not how this card works, right? Oops. That is not how this card works. That's maybe why they left. My bad. I'm a noob. This comes in exhausted. I was getting a bit ahead of myself. I was going to go to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double. I have also wondered if like orange seals are low-key good for this deck. We could ready this, to be fair, with the Misfortune. So I guess it's fine. But obviously my sequencing was very off. Do we want to ready it? I mean, I certainly want to pay the Sabotage. We look at their hand. We discard a card. Nice. Yeah, we readied this with Misfortune. We popped this. We're going to put that to bottom. We're going to draw this one. I'm going to go to 2. Then we would pass, of course, and we play another dragon for no reason. Bam, bam, Thank you, ma'am. I think we're winning this game. Right, go next. GG. But yeah, the orange power costs are, like, do stack up a lot. So I'm always a big fan of seals. I don't think I've ever seen an Aurora player playing seals. But now that you've got like the dragons in the deck, like, it would actually be nice to be able to get to 12, right? Which is much more doable with seals. Without seals, it's pretty much impossible of actually getting to 12, I think. But basically what the meta is going to be with this Aurora deck existing, let's still go first. I think it's technically arguably better to go second. It's actually a really reasonable hand, but we would probably like to mulligan twice for the potential turn 1 ramp, right? Bam. Rewarded. Sprite Fountain. Pretty good card. Very good card. Orn looks good because of this card. Orn looks really good. I probably build it. Huh? Are they okay? We've just got enough up for the gust. This they can kill with this to draw. They're going to move the other sprite and we gust it away. This is obviously a high roll opening from us. Very much. Couldn't really have been better if we tried. I wonder if there's even an argument to like not Aurora here because of the fact that our Elder Dragon isn't doing, oh nice, all that much, but probably not. We'll take the Poro, right? It's not on its own. So we're just on 3 dragons, nothing else. Okay, so this counterplay, right? Our Aurora has been dealt with. Good on them. Turn to dust. I think one thing that's worth recognizing as well is on TCG Arena, you do have the option of sideboarding before you even see it. So, you know, I mean, turn to dust, I think, is like, because Aurora is so popular, I think it's very reasonable to be playing these kinds of things in the deck. But it is worth bearing in mind it's not necessarily representative. So this is gone. The bad news for them is I still, like, they get rid of my Aurora, but I still have a whole flipping dragon. Now, this will literally wipe both battlefields. Flurry of Blades, if I don't do anything else. Can you explain what about the Aurora Blade to the main strategy, why all gear cards and few big guys are good? Because then you just hit a dragon every single time off Aurora, right? It's just polarizing this card. Rather than like off your Aurora, or maybe I hit like a two might guy, I just hit the nuts every single time. Now, I think probably the most realistic strategy for this deck is that you're going to play like 5, 6 units. I'm literally just playing 3. Only the Elder Dragon. Only the Elder Dragon. Just limit testing it, right? That was my gut feeling of that would be the best way to do. My sideboard does have a lot of units, though. Worth mentioning that. So let's go for Misfortune. I would like to try and use these cards to draw stuff, right? But Misfortune comes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double. Double. When she moves, we can ready a rune, so we can still do this. Let's move her here. Ready a rune. Get a point. Move this here. Go to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is like, my opponent here had the flipping 2-cost gear removal in hand, ready to go. And I wasn't able to sabotage it. So this is like, my opponent is playing the counter card in main deck. And this is supposedly a decent position. I will say I've played into unchecked power pretty hard here. never punished. The Elder Dragon deals 1 damage to every location, and basically 1 damage is all you need to kill something. So, yeah, this is like, okay, fair play. My opponent's definitely got an opportunity to, that's going to be a trade. Works for me. No problemo. Unchecked power is basically what we have to try and play around here. This is why I feel like more hard bargains might be the correct move. Oh, nice. High skill. Guys, I'm so good at this game. So here's a question. Do I even want to Aurora yet? Because I know that I'm hitting a dragon. I actually think I don't need to do it right now, which sounds utterly ridiculous. But I can't channel, so I draw. Oh no! That's not good. This is where like more units make sense, right? But whatever. I mean, I can actually just play this from hand as well, right? If we so desire. This is where the shovel is such an important card, which I did mulligan away. It's also why I'm playing 3 shovels. Because the shovel, when you equip it, you recycle 2 cards. So the idea is, okay, they kill the Elder Dragon, but then every time you equip the shovel to a unit, you recycle the Elder Dragons, putting them back into your deck. That's why you don't need many units. I'm probably pushing it a bit too far. I think we'll let it go through. I'm probably pushing it a bit too far with my setup here. It's probably a little bit over the top, a little bit too greedy. But it's just about like limit testing it and seeing what does it actually feel like when you just go for this like over the top excessive route. Ezra is an interesting card to be dropping. Well, we go to 5. Let's go to 6. Fortune gives it ganking. Obviously, we could slam the Aurora. We could also just slam the Dragon from hand without... I mean, it's the same thing, right? The Aurora is just maybe more of a threat. I could also, if I go Aurora, I have more open. So I can like stack deck first, see what we hit. They can have Defies and stuff, so... that resolves. Well, we're definitely going to keep that at the bottom. I think Flurry of Blades is just better than the bullet time. And I'm just going to sum her up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bing, bam. There's only 1 dragon left. So it's definitely a bit dicey that we haven't drawn any of our 3 shovels. I am playing the full playset. And we definitely play this at base because of unchecked power. My initial impression with this deck was the best way to play it is just going to be 3 dragons, nothing else. Now, the deck we saw win, do we want to Flurry of Blades this? Nah, it's fine. What's plan B if you don't find Aurora? Go next. So I could just slam the Elder Dragon here from hand. I think we just shuffle. We have to shuffle. There's no hits from Aurora. Have a link. Not handy, but I can definitely get you one. That deck's still a work in progress, honestly. I'm still not locked in. I'll do a video as well. Yeah, invert timelines could do it. Also, like, I mean, honestly, I might go back to 3 invert timelines. We have Lunar Boon ×3. In comes Watcher. Okay. They're both 7s. Like, this is how broken my deck is. That, like, my Aurora's just not hitting, and I'm like, yeah, oh well. Oh! Counter a spell. Its controller can't play spells this turn. Now, having said that, I could still react to the Lilting Lullaby, right? Right? I should still be able to do that. This resolves after. Okay. Fair play. Double counter, though. And this is still a trade. Bruh, poor guy. It's first to 9, so we're not winning, unfortunately, this turn without anything ready. This is where, like, honestly, like, that card, which is, like, the move thing, is kind of interesting. Yeah, we can't play spells, so... I mean, do I even need to play the other dragon? Not sure. Go to 8. Oh, I mean, I really don't. I could just gust it instead. Do I actually need to play the other dragon? Unchecked power costs how much? 8, right? So we can't play into unchecked power. Let me just double check unchecked power. You're allowed to ask Judge for a card. That costs 7. Okay, so you definitely want to play around that. It's 12 damage, right? I think it's fine just gusting it instead. Spy Mother. We pay 1. Deal 1 to it, which will kill it because of Elder Dragon. Which means they don't get the draw, which means we should just win. GG. This is someone that had the gear removal for my Aurora the turn I played it, and I drew into Elder Dragon, right? Oh, Lilia, okay. But yeah, that's... They draw. They got no runes left. GG. Poor guy. So if we take a quick look at the deck list again, do we ever want to put the 3rd invert timelines in there? It would basically just be getting rid of hard bargain, which if I like 1 hard bargain can't be bad, right? We could try though. Let's just try the invert timelines instead. I think actually invert timelines is pretty good. Like in spots like this, right, we slam the invert timelines to like draw into the... That's an interesting playmat, mate. Fair enough. Now, this guy's got the mirror matchup thingamajigger. This is probably going to be a bad one for us. Like, my sideboard is kind of where I would be mirror playable. I think you're supposed to have this on your sideboard as a one-of as well for mirror, maybe. Let's go second. I think we're going to be really bad in the mirrors, but we'll see. It is a good hand. It's a really good hand. Probably we just drop the last rights. It's like something I would rather draw later, basically. We play 3 of them for good reason, right? Double Scoria. Whoops. Is that even good though? We'll see. Well, I don't want either of them, do I? So we draw something different, hopefully not a dragon. This would be great if we had Sabotage in hand, right? We could go Aurora plus Sabotage here. It recycles, right? I mean, what's interesting here is like, we could Sabotage probably and not invert the timelines just yet. They have these, right? They have so much consistency. We're probably a little bit screwed. It's definitely not looking great. Obviously, we could bring in the Misfortune here as well. And what are they going to have for one that could do anything here? Nothing, mate. No chance. Are we also ready a rune? Okay, fair enough. I don't really mind. I have no experience in Aurora mirrors. I'm not an Aurora gamer. Never have been, but, you know, got to learn the ways of the toxic decks. So they know what card's on top from the Scurrier's Bloom. I think we're just slamming invert timelines here. And then try and hit a Sabotage. Bro, where is the stuff? Challenge or Lunaboon? Honestly, I mean, this is just going to be a bad matchup for us. I think we can almost go next at this point, but I'm actually going to get rid of the challenge, which I'm not sure if that's correct. And I'll just go for Lunaboon because it's a bit more expensive. Bruh, they drew the Sabotage before my Sabotage. What are you going to do, bro? Not much to be done there, is there? I think my strategy would just be for the Aurora mirrors, though. Like, don't worry about, like, maybe you have to say, okay, I lose Aurora mirror, like, round 1. That's, like, the thing you've got to consider with Aurora. It's, like, how much do you want to be winning the mirrors? It would probably be... I mean, probably, like, I saw Prismaticism predict that Aurora is going to be 25% of the meta are RQs. So... Probably you want to be winning the mirrors, but maybe you could just give up the mirror game 1 and just be teched for it game 2, right? I'm not sure. Oh. Yep. Okie doke. So let's pay 1 for this. Put them to the bottom, draw 1. Then the question is, do we slam the catalyst? Probably not. Aurora gone. This mirror is so toxic. Holy moly, Batman. This is absolutely hideous. Oh, they're tapped out. Well, we'll have to see if it works. There's only 2 dragons left in the deck for now. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ho ho ho! They can just play the dragon from hand. They don't go for it. Wow. They could have just played the dragon from hand. That's crazy. I feel like that might have been worth. I guess not, because then I'm hitting dragon off Aurora. Fair enough. We really need the shovel now. I'm actually liking the triple invert timelines in this build I've got. Sadly, they're all in the flipping discard. But yeah, bear in mind our sideboard has Mind Splitters. Our sideboard has Dead Bloom Predator, which I'm not super sure on, but certainly like the Mind Splitters I have on the sideboard for the mirrors. Bro! How? Is that secretly good for us? Probably not, but maybe. There's no units there, right? Mind Splitter, bam, GG. Leblanc does well into it. Sabotage is good into it too. Ash is a good answer, somewhat. Yeah, that's GG, bro. I mean, obviously you're taking the flip Elder Dragon, bro. Come on. There's no way you're not. I'm just doing it for you because it's the correct play. Otherwise, I'm just playing Elder Dragon and taking your Mind Splitter for no reason. Yeah. It's clearly the only decision. Okay, that's a good find. We got to 2. Hooray! Okay, stack deck. Where's the shovel? There's 3 still in there. Bam. No, I don't need Aurora. Why would I need Aurora for, bro? Bam! To the bottom. Now here's a question. If we put this other dragon to the bottom, basically what will happen is we will draw the dragon off the top of the deck, right? So I don't think we're supposed to put 2 in. But I guess if I'm recycling, it would have to be random, right? So I wouldn't necessarily... But if the 2 dragons are there, I'm always going to hit one dragon off Aurora, and then the other one... goes to 3. Let me trigger the Aurora. But this is where, like, the Heedless Resurrection card could be nice. But yeah, I guess I played myself a bit here by not having them in the same place. And I knew the dragon was there, right? So I think I just lost the game with this play, sadly. We have nothing to equip, right? That's GG. I'm not really interested in the mirrors, to be honest. Like, whatever, bro. We've got sideboard for mirror. We're not trying to win the mirrors with this build. We're trying to just be as toxic as possible. Mirrors aren't the concern, right? If all Aurora players agree that you just don't try to win the mirror and you just dominate everybody else... I think Rengar's supposed to... I've not played against Rengar yet. Let's go first. Probably drop the Sabotage, I guess. Is it D-ramps? Oof. So I can see the Heedless Resurrection, because then you can equip your... You kind of do need a way of like killing your own units so you can equip the shield more often. Bro plays Fresh Beans. Basically a free win for us already with that card in the deck. Respectfully. Yeah, we should have stacked. It wouldn't have mattered either way. We were always losing this from the minute the game started, right? Their tech for mirror. You did keep hand again? Oops. Thanks, I need to pay attention to that. I guess they must have like changed where the UI is. Well, let's Sabotage to begin with. Sabotage the Sabotage. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. That's where Ash is particularly good, because Ash can't be sabotaged, right? So Ash is like chef's kiss. Let's discard the dragon. Draw 2. They moved the button? Okay, good. So I'm not just a complete muppet. I think we're supposed to like not be using Misfortune much either, by the way. I feel like Misfortune is basically just supposed to sit there and use her to equip the shovel to when needed. So I'm trying to think back to what we saw in their hand with Sabotage. Obviously, I didn't write it down. Was there another card in there that we could just get rid of? I'm trying to think. I think there was 2 options, right? Chat, help me out. I could rewind my VOD. Kind of cringe either way. What did they have in hand when I sabotaged them? One was a unit. Can't remember, so my own fault. Inferno? Yeah, I remember the Inferno actually. I feel like there was something else I could have discarded, to be honest, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. Void Seeker, correct. You're right. Thanks. So the Void Seeker's still in hand. Good news for me, bad news for them. The other bad news for them is that they're playing fresh beans. I don't even know if I want to play my Misfortune. Like, yeah, okay, I score. I guess, like, I mean, they have the Rengar, right? I think it's fine in this spot. Like, I'm winning. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready one of these, I guess. Go to 3. Almost forgot about the Aurora here. We've got bullet time for the Rengar. It's like, how is this fair? It's just ridiculous. This deck can do it all. Like the Sabotage, being in the same colours as Aurora isn't helpful either. This is at 3. Oh, the Nidalee. Fair play. They get to draw 2. Fair play with the fresh beans. I gotta respect it, bro. And the Rengar can still come in, right? Let's bounce that back to begin with. They'll probably just replay it. Oh, units of +1. Okay. Sure. I mean, I missed play. That's fine. I shouldn't have made the play. I kind of want to like ask to take it back, but I think that's giga cringe. So I'm not going to do that. I mean, there's 2 dragons down on the board. Not winning without selling into that deck. Yep, GG. Why would we ban Catalyst? What did Catalyst do? Just ban the Aurora! The Aurora is the only issue with this deck. There's nothing else that's a problem. Everything else is fine. Right? Aurora is the one and only problem. Aurora was always going to get banned at some point. It's just like Elder Dragon is just the most ridiculous card to print when Aurora exists. Oh my god! Guys, that's crazy. Never happened before. Ever. I'm being a bit facetious. But no, there's like, why ban Catalyst? Just ban Aurora! It's simple. Like, every card that's a non-unit is just like, or any big unit is a problem when Aurora exists. And then any card that's a non-unit also becomes abusable when Aurora exists. Like this Scurry's Bloom, cool card. And it's just giga broken because of the prevalence of Aurora. Like, this card is so busted in this deck, it's actually unbelievable. So 1 shovel's on the bottom, which is a pretty spooky thing. Did that even help us that much? Not really, right? The ramp doesn't really help us that much. It does, because it means I can Sabotage and still get there on time, I guess. Or I could like Misfortune at base and still get there on time. So it's fine. It's not brilliant, but it's fine. Vex goes to base. Sure. Let's just stack deck. And we can sabotage, right, because of the earlier ramp. So we're looking for gear removal here. We're looking for star-crossed as well. Let's take the stack deck, right? There was never an argument to ban the enablers, right? There was never. The thing is Aurora is the card that limits the rest of the design space. Aurora is always going to be the issue. No other card should die for Aurora sins, right? Elder Dragon is obviously like exacerbating the issue of Aurora, but a friend of mine who's a game designer on another game, and he just said that like Aurora was always inevitably going to get banned, and I think that that is probably just the correct view. It was inevitable. It was a matter of when, not if. Uh-oh. 3 units at 3 different battlefields, which is what you want to do against Aurora, right? You want to, like, yeah, play around the Dead Bloom. Do you play around the Dead Bloom? No, not anymore. Sona's pretty spicy. Did they recycle for this? No, gold. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bing, bam. What unit are we going to hit this time? Ooh, it's going to be a big surprise. Nobody knows. Oh my god, it's a dragon. Who could have seen that coming? Sonar. Vex, this. We have to pay power cost for deflect on Vex. Starcrossed is extremely good in this spot, but we did check with sabotage for it. Because what Starcross does is it reaction speed bounces the Elder Dragon back to hand, which means the 1 damage doesn't kill anything. Shovel's definitely a 3-of in this deck, though. It's just all about the dragons, mate. Get those dragons back. I'm really surprised that the winning list only played 2. That's Giga Troll, in my opinion. It's a lot of cards they've got, and they are readying a lot of runes. Certainly not all over this one. Not so fast is also good. Did they put point? Bro, I don't know. He did. Check the chat. Check the chat, fam. Yepo. Wait, no. Let's go, fam. I'm ready for my Aurora. It's because my opponents have to think what they're doing. I don't have to think, so I'm bored waiting for them, right? I'm just playing a bit of a I don't have to think deck. Really, they go for the charm. That's interesting. I suppose they want it to go here. In aspirants, okay. I mean, this probably makes less than 0 cents, but fair enough. Thanks for the point. they can take it back. Come on, bro. Just pass. Come on, come on, come on. I'm bored. I'm playing. No! That's karma. You know what that is? Karma. Try another bullet time. If you pay 2 power, it still gets to 5, by the way. Can I accidentally on purpose miss my Aurora trigger? It would be so good if I could. Oh no, I missed my Aurora trigger. What a shame. That's why there just needs to be mandatory triggers. Because I could just like accidentally on purpose miss my Aurora trigger here and it's super beneficial. Evelyn! Fair enough. Ooh. 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 Ow. Ow. Ouch, Charlie. Ouch. It's not looking good, bruv. Oh no. Hey Seneth, what do you think current set of Lorcana? I think that it definitely needs a good rotation. Okay. This is good. There's not really any reason to not play it, I guess. Infinity's fun though. But yeah, the game is definitely like this year for Lorcana has been a disaster, no doubt about that. The rotation was handled extremely poorly. The game balance post rotation was probably at an all-time low. Also, skill expression probably at an all-time low for Lorcana post rotation. I would argue. Infinity is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it though. It's like much more diverse. It is toxic, but I was really expecting that Pixar would be a big natural boom for Lorcana as well. And even though Pixar comes out tomorrow, I don't think that's going to be the case, which is really unfortunate. But I think that Ravensburger are probably going to be making a big push on the Pixar stuff for set 13, which comes out in basically 2 months. It's quite unique. There's only like 2 months between the rotations this time. It's more alarming than unfortunate. Yeah. I don't think so. I think it's like, it's kind of a conscious decision in many ways by them. But yeah. Okay. It's all just a bit weird, truth be told. It is just all a bit weird. We need the invert timelines here. We need the boon. I'm actually really liking the triple invert timelines. I think it's correct. I think Lorcana's going to be super fine. They're working on a digital client. I think they're kind of like they've almost put the brakes on. When that comes out, it's going to be the biggest card game in the world, in my opinion. So. Confirm or leak? Well, I definitely wouldn't leak anything. I'm not a muppet. So this just goes back to base. I mean, I could have played the Sabotage already. Fair enough. I could equip this, but... I mean, they're working on it because they posted... I don't know anything officially, but they're working on them because they hired a bunch of people for it, right? They did public job listings like 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago at this point, maybe. Yeah, no, I mean it's not rumored though. They made Ravensburger made public job postings for this kind of thing, right? So would I have been able to hard bargain the Starcrossed? I feel like hard bargain might just be needed. I think that's like the one thing I don't like about our build at the moment is no hard bargains. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine Riot are working on one too. It's Riot after all. I'm not sure my hard bargain would have been saving my skin here. I'm still kind of interested in... Ooh, really? Drake? Sure, I mean, that's not what it's called, but I'll allow it. I mean, I'm going to wipe the board, but I think it's probably correct for them because I just need a unit to equip my last rights to, which I don't have. So I think we just lose now. I think if this guy dies, I lose. So I got too greedy not playing the Sabotage. Arguably, I got even more greedy not getting the Misfortune through last turn. I think that's probably... We learned something here, right? It's just like... Is this really... Why is this so much? They disciplined it twice. Shouldn't it be... Yeah, I can just assign lethal damage to each. 2 for tank. They have to flip this. Okay. We are just screwed though. I don't have any units left. That's the problem. We have to pass. We have to go dragon, from hand. We haven't lost because if we go dragon from hand, I'm also supposed to shuffle my deck technically, right? We go dragon from hand, equip the last rights, recycle the dragon and the misfortune, I guess. So it's not over. I mean, I guess these kind of like need to go back in random order, right? Like, how do I decide that? Because really, if I can choose, I do it like this order, right? But I don't think I can choose. Do I though? Because I don't mind hitting misfortune here. I don't really care about the Mauser. But yeah, maybe. I played a bit of Winter Spell. I didn't play tons. Kind of needed like a way of like re-equipping the last rights. So Varmore, sure. We could play the Misfortune from our trash. I don't really want to invert timelines to give them new cards. Like, their hand's pretty terrible, right? We have no dragons in the deck, so we just shuffle. Is there any way of unequipping gear in orange purple, guys? Outside of killing our own unit intentionally, which is a real option. A very real option. That's why the guy was playing the Resurrection. The bad news for them is it's first to 8 here. I feel like Severe might be pretty good on this as well. Poor guy. So if we look at the deck, is there anything that like jumps out that I would want to change? Not really. I think it's just like super fine. It's like, yeah, I would quite like to squeeze a hard bargain in here. Yeah, the resurrection card's kind of interesting, but whatever. Basically, the resurrection's good because it allows you to unequip the... You like sacrifice yourself. Pike's a really cool deck. I'm definitely interested in Pike. Pike is very much my kind of playstyle. It's like a discard vibe. I like discard. I'll go first. It's better to, like, an Aurora player would rather be going second, but the advantage of going second, the advantage you get going second is totally off-put by the advantage you give your opponent from going first. So that would be my initial impression, having not played that much Aurora. Like, yes, my deck is better in its own, on its own, going second, right? But I guess I would be able to Aurora by now already. Heedless Ezreal? No idea. Don't know anything about it. It's getting a bit dicey over here, isn't it, with this flipping discard. Oh, they didn't go for the discard, really. That seems questionable. Well, we're definitely going to play this. I want as many cards in hand as possible. Don't forget about my 1 XP, cuz. Maybe we'll have to keep it for acceptable losses. Yeah, that's kind of fair. Could be true. Okay, I could have sabotaged already, so I probably made a pretty big misplay there. But they can only discard twice, so that's the good news. I think they were supposed to discard the previous turn. I wouldn't have played the Gust. Maybe the Gust was probably a mistake. I think I was not supposed to play Gust there. I was supposed to hold the Gust to get discarded. Just discard the Gust, right? Wasn't worth it. It was a misplay on my part, for sure. But yeah, the reason it's worth discarding it, like, acceptable losses is true. But also I'm worried about my hand getting discarded, right? By this little pillock. Poor guy's like, yeah, they never have the dragon. Uh-oh. Spoiler alert, I always have the dragon. I am the dragon. And we get the star crossed from them, which is like the counterplay. It was very significant it's recycled because they've got Fizz in hand. Extremely significant. Bro. The bad news is that means that we might be top decking a dragon here. I think we discarded a dragon already, right? We might be drawing the dragon. Oh no. We could be cooked, son. Big Darius. I'm gonna play this because of their discard stuff. Just get it gone as quickly as possible. I don't know. I'd actually like to be hitting something different, obviously, at this point off the Aurora, but I can't intentionally miss the trigger. Unless I'm a little scummer. No point for you. But thanks for the extra points. We need the shovel. We could take this to just draw one. We might already know what's in hand, but I haven't been focused enough on that. I think there's a good chance we're just supposed to take the draw, because we're looking for the shovel quite desperately. And we know there's fizz. Ooh, nice. Lucky boy. We just show them it's empty. But this is why I like the resurrection card's interesting, right? Because basically you just top one of your own dragons, you get to play another. He says, yeah, GG, hope this deck will get nerf. Yep, me too, bro. Me too. So, do we want to maybe add like the Heedless resurrection card? Basically, like what we want to look at with this deck is there any other ways we're not considering that we can equip gear, basically? Unfortunately, Piltover of Archives being very slow today. Very, very slow. I think Heedless Resurrection might be the only card that does it. We'll just keep playing without for now. Because basically, you play the Heedless Resurrection to like kill your own guys, and you get another dragon trigger, and you can re-equip the shovel. Just keep trying on aspirants. We roll a 10, they roll a 1. I'll go first, please. Thank you. Well, I mean, that's a good hand. Do we want the Lunar Boon? It's like nothing I'm really looking for, right? So, sure. The Harrowing? What's the Harrowing do exactly? It's like replaying something. Not particularly, no. I think like one of the most important things with Aurora, which is why I'm playing it the way I'm playing it, is that the first time, what am I about for the Venus Deflect? That's pretty sick. Like the thing with Aurora is like, I just want my first Aurora to hit a dragon. That's why I'm playing it the way I'm playing it. Whoops. Do we go orange or purple? Purple, I think, right? So, sabotage, check. Might get countered, but let's see. Okay, defy, fair enough. So now I go. Bullet time. Honestly, I could have moved this guy in first, right, to see what they're even going to do about that. Poor guy. He started to believe for a second. So we could go misfortune here. Double score. It's probably fine, right? We are for sure missing the old shovel. What the flipping heck is that? Oh, shovel, nice. Draw. What is that? Hold effects trigger when I hold. Okay. Good luck holding, my man. Oh, sorry. I should have... Do we just want the next dragon already? Probably, right? Let's recycle. Maybe the sabotage. And this guy. GG. Yeah, guys. Remember this guy in chat yesterday? Yeah, this deck's so fair. It's fine. It's not a problem. Yeah. What are we, 5-0? 6-0? 0 brain cells on display. Ooh. I think I keep the last rights over the Lunar Moon. Then again, we need to find the Aurora in the first place, right? Bro just defies it. Fair play. It's quite a bold decision. Bye, Sona. So playing Climb game 1, I mean we're playing best of ones. Pretty sure it's not. Isn't it in just Aurora, it's just game 1? That's certainly what most people do. Whether it's correct or not is another question. I think it's really bad in best of one setting. I mean, in this setting, right, when people aren't taking for it, sure. It's actually a really bad best of one deck in general, though. So what's the game plan here? Well, try and find Aurora. Let's go. See, appreciate you. Where's my Aurora, guys? Has anybody seen it? It's gone missing. I think there's a glitch in the Matrix right now. There's a glitch in the Matrix. A glitch in the Matrix. Oh, Ari. Oh, baby. Oh! Sabotage. So there's a smoke screen. That's all we can get rid of. Bing. Bam. Ari, pop, 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 pop. No points for you. Well, you can have 1 point, I suppose. Maybe what I was supposed to do there is instead of the sabotage, I could have gone BAM! Flurry of Blades. Reaction speed. Reacting to the Elder Dragon. That would have been disgusting. I think I should have. I think I missed the mark there. Fair enough. It's a nice play. Another one. So, what do we do? Basically everything has got deflect. We are going to hit a dragon, but we want to start equipping. I think it's just Misfortune Shovel, right? No flurry. Oh. We don't actually want to recycle two, though. That's the issue, right? We would like to basically recycle another shovel. Readying one is super relevant here. Whoops. Not so fast? Okay. Even better. You saved their Ravenbloom, to be fair. That's so busted. They do save their Ravenbloom, though. I might put the Heedless in. I kind of want to be able to, like, re-equip my last rights multiple times. 100% we're on 3 last. I'm so surprised that deck is not on 3 last rights. This is kind of the money card. It's kind of like the best card in the deck. Like, this deck wouldn't function if last rights didn't exist, right? But that's the whole problem with Aurora. Like, it just turns, like, things which should be played in, like, sane ways into, like, insanely busted cards. Does that work? I guess it works. Fair enough. Because I want to like unequip my last rights here, re-equip it, but we had to put this on top. Because if you're like, why did I leave that on top? It's not like it wasn't a choice. It would have been game breaking if I didn't. Would have been like bending the rules. I basically saw one card too many. Oh, I still have a dragon on top. I thought all my dragons were gone, honestly. So I still have a dragon in deck. What do I actually want? I think I want the invert timelines because I want to dig and find shovels. I wasn't supposed to stack deck. I thought I actually had more runes available than I really did. Oops. I could invert timelines still. I guess I do, right? It's not ideal, to be fair. Yeah, it's okay. Kind of, ish. Maybe, maybe not. Might have lost the game from it. Probably lost the game from it. Oops. Live and learn. It's definitely not over yet. That is a lot of guys, though. Big guy. Did I recycle twice? No, right. GG, we misplayed. So the only thing we need in this deck is basically just probably this Heedless Resurrection card, which I'm not in love with, but I wonder if the Gust could go. Like, obviously the Gust is good. Kind of like everything else more, though. It's like full greed, full consistency. Let's just try it. Heedless. I think it's the only card that works. Basically, we just need a card which kills our own guy that's equipped. We basically just want a suicide button. And we're going to pay for the luxury of just killing our own unit. We basically just want something that says, kill your own unit for no flipping reason. I mean, the other thing we could look at as well is like, is the other Misfortune ever better in this deck? I don't think so. Nah. Can't be, right? Maybe one on the side is fine. Like this side is maybe not it. Like the action I think is good on the side. You probably want like one of these purple misfortunes on the side. But let's just take a look to see if there's gears and spells which we're maybe sleeping on. I like the greed, by the way. I really do like the greed of like the flurry and the bullet time. I think it's extremely good. This card's good too, just like counter spells and stuff. Challenge is okay, I guess. We're going to go full send, try no gust, see how no gust feels. I know that Ali wasn't playing gust in his Aurora Severe that won best of in Atlanta. Definitely a different format, but let's just see how it feels. So this actually being in the discard is also quite good because it's a good, like, but I don't know. Do I want invert timelines this early? Probably not, right? It's probably this. We'll take the shovels. Yeah, purple MF is good mirror, makes sense. We'll just put one on the sideboard, therefore. My gut feeling is just slam the flipping invert. Looks like there's no Defy forthcoming. Maybe there is. No Gust Wild? Sure. Ali played No Gust though. I'm just testing it. I like all the other cards. Pretty sure I want to keep the Gust afterwards, but just experimenting. This way I get to fit in everything else that I want to play. No Gust is definitely edgy though. But whatever, we just see. We're testing, right? That's what testing is for. Gust is the card I'm least attached to, but is probably necessary. It's a good card. Yeah, this kind of didn't make much sense last turn because I'm... Never mind. This kind of makes no sense, right? I'm actually a donut. So we do one. I'm not even sure that made sense. I could have just played this. Oh, I'm so lost, bro. Wonky plays. It's fair to say Gust would not have saved us here. It's just one of those games we missed the most important card. But yeah, I'm just on like triple of everything right now. The Heedless probably 3 is too many, but I want to test it, so I just put all 3 in. Definitely missed it since we cut it. And now that I've played without it, I can appreciate its worth. It felt like so janky when I had it. It just goes down to like what? 4, 2, dead. This is 3. Plus potentially more. Here comes the Aurora of the... Aurora of the top! Pretty good card, this. Scurry's Bloom. It's pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bing. Bam. What unit could it possibly be, chat? Oh my days, it's a dragon. Who could have seen that coming? Surprised Pikachu face. I could also react with this and just kill everything. I might not so faster. Fair enough. I'm going to do this. Cooked son. So they protected their Aurelia. Everything else is gonzo. Bing, 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 bing. Hoo-hoo! How's that fair? Spoiler alert. It's not. It's that simple. It's just not. Oh no! Oh no, the Adaptodron! Not the Adaptodron! Please! I have a family. Actually, I don't. That's a lie. My family disowned me long ago. Okay, that's also not true. They're like, yeah, they never hit another dragon off the Aurora, and they might be right. If I top deck the dragon, no! Thank God for that. Thank God for that. We could equip Last Rites here and just put a Misfortune in the deck. I think it's still correct. I think I've been too greedy with not doing that. Go here to try and like bypass the deflect. Hooray, it's got a point. think I don't care that much, right? So this Aurora is going to be hitting Misfortune. Which is good because it just gives us another unit to equip the last rights to at some point. That's basically why it's worth it. At least in the main. And we actually want our dragons to die, right? Like, we want to basically just be like, yeah, okay, you can kill my dragon, I guess. Aurelia base is probably correct. They're at 8, though, so they need to hold or double score. This is like, sure. So the question is, do we want to Elder Dragon, the Aurelia? Not really, right? Not really that bothered by it. Let's just sabotage. Kill any number of units at battlefield with total 4 might or less. Or do I want charm? Move an enemy unit. I think I'll take the charm, please. So I've got Foxfire, Eager Apprentice, and something else in hand that we don't know. Discipline. Fair enough. It's pretty good. It's about as good as I could have hoped for, in fact. So I've got Eager Apprentice, Foxfire, and one other card in hand. The bad news for them is I've got Bullet Time. Ooh, Watcher. They found the Watcher! I mean, they hit the nuts here. It literally couldn't have been better. And they're still going to lose. Like, I don't care. One of my dragons dies. Oh, actually, that's good. Because my Aurora is literally hitting nothing otherwise. So, like, they're like, oh my god, I hit the Watcher. Yes, I'm going to do the business. No, this is actually good for me. I can't do counters because it goes on both. I have 9 and I have 7. Like, there's a very specific reason I've not equipped this last rights yet and why we're playing 3. That's because one of my dragons dies. We actually want to let one of our dragons die. We don't want a dragon to survive. We also know they have nothing else in hand right now. It's Eager Apprentice and Foxfire. Foxfire is dead. Ting. Does nothing. Honestly, the correct play for them here might just be to leave it at base. Which, like, is so tragic. How could that be the correct play? But they know that my Aurora is dead and they see the last right. So, yeah, the correct play might just be to do nothing. Genuinely. It's certainly not going to be correct to just... Okay, so we just trade. I'm fine with that. No draw. I don't want you to draw. Drawing is the only way I lose, right? Because we can just equip the last rites. We don't have to do it straight away, right? Just draw from this. Just draw from this. And we know the hand, so I think we're just pretty safe. I have a dragon in the discard, but I don't want it yet, right? Let's just go here. I think I'm just going to reinforce with the misfortune to be super safe. Poor guy. The Eager Apprentice. We know they have Foxfire still also. We don't know the one card. We take this at this point, start doing some shenanigans of this thing, and we equip, probably just do the dragon, right? Let's recycle a dragon, and I guess a bullet time. I guess that's being wasted. Oh wait, no. Almost forgot to score. What could it be? Bam! It's just pathetic. How's that fair? If they kill one of our dragons as well, we could like play a dragon on their turn with this, right? Crazy. It's so disgusting. It's unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, it's not a very politically correct phrase, but I do have to agree with my opponent there. I do have to agree with my opponent there, Draven. Okay. Welcome to the League of Draven. I'm gonna go. Ooh, I think I know what to mulligan there. No! No! I had such a good hand. I mean, that's a hand, right? Like, why would we ever change that? It's perfect. Probably, like, literally the perfect hand. Yeah, I mean, in a competitive game, it's actually extremely important to concede to Aurora by that point. Like, basically just give up game one and move on with your day. It's like extremely important. I think I'm going to take the shovel. Whoops, you didn't saw that right. For you, what are the odds? 95%, maybe higher. I think like I'm so convinced it gets banned. It just can't not get banned. It's just tragic. This is better than stack deck here. I think, anyway. Yeah, see, yeah, maybe not. It's kind of similar. We see one card deeper technically this next turn though. Yeah, it's better. We see one card deeper next turn because I stack deck now, whereas with this I'm going to see 3 deep, but I'm seeing 3 deep after I've drawn for turn. So I have like less agency over what the last card is, but like if the last card is Aurora, it doesn't matter, right? It sees 1 deeper, and all I care about is finding Aurora within these. So it was the correct decision. It sees 1 deeper, right? Because stack deck, I see 3 now. This I'm going to see 3 this turn, and importantly, I have 10. We missed it anyway. So we'll just play the last rights. And we'll just slam the invert timelines. Card's so good. Detonate, Fizz, Gust, Death from Below, Star-Crossed. I feel a bit sick with myself. I mean, honestly, this Mobilize might have been a mistake. Probably wasn't supposed to play the Mobilize because of discard, right? Yeah, I think I misplayed pretty heavy. I realise after I've already done it, right? Sadly, it's too late. Maybe we don't care. Do we want this? Probably we still put it to the bottom, right? Definitely get rid of that bloody thing. That's for sure. Do we have anything in discard? No. Oh, I mean, obviously I can't equip after the Aurora's already gone through. I was actually quite sure that Aurora was going to get banned preemptively for this set, to be honest with you. I thought that Aurora was going to be gonzo already. I can certainly see why they wouldn't want to ban it though, but I did think it was getting banned. Might just leave the Misfortune where she is, like even if we're just wasting all this energy, because she's just like a surefire thing I can do to chill, right? I mean, I'm just wondering if there's anything that punishes me by going here. We know we're hitting a dragon, so I think I just go here. Bam. Quite interesting. Go on, Pike. Pike's got Star-Crossed as well, which is a pretty good card at dealing with us. We'll go bullet time. Before it gets discarded, basically, right? I discard nothing. Doesn't look very good for them, sadly. Baron Nashor. That's interesting. Certainly a lot of intel. Everything else is going to get +2. We basically want one of these to die. Anyway, right? Let's get rid of the Noxus. Maybe they can kill one of them, but we secretly want it to die because I've got the shovel. That's why I'm leaving the Misfortune here. It's my new strategy with the shovel. We just leave Misfortune here chilling, right? She just flipping chills here, guys. No pressure. No flipping worries, guys. Because then, unless they can remove our shovel, if they kill the dragons, I always have something I can equip my shovel to, right, with the Misfortune. Oh, it's so broken. A Giga misplayed, never punished. Poor guy. Another win. The auto concede. Oh, incoming. Another win. Ready? Auto concede. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, post sideboard, we're going to be worse. No doubt about that. Let's be fair. So, Pike Thermo Beam on side seems like a must. Pike should have a pretty reasonable matchup. So this is supposedly our worst matchup. Pike should have a pretty reasonable matchup, actually, into us. Kind of greedy mulligan, but I'm a greedy guy. Greed is good sometimes, you know. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and enjoying the stream, please do give a like. Helps a lot. Also, thanks for following on Twitch, guys. And if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free Twitch Prime sub with no ads, mate. Please and thank you. No pressure. Smack your opponent with your wallet. Yeah, it's pretty accurate description, I would say. 1, 2, 3. Then we just keep the sabotages, right? Doubt they're playing Ash. I do want to play the Volibear Dragon deck soon as well. Sounds actually like a fun deck. Oh, the Gang King. Poggers. That's pretty cool. Put it on Sabo. Would quite like another. Technically gets recycled, but whatever. What does surgical extraction do exactly? Bro's got cards on cards on cards. I guess I should have just sabotaged after that, right? Never mind. We are missing the shovel currently as well, which is not ideal. We're going to get absolutely cold. This also sees everything else die. This is basically why this is the most sold card this week, the Carthus, because it cooks us. Cooks this deck. It's one of the most sold cards in the whole week on Card Market. The channel sponsor, thanks Card Market. Exile a card from the graveyard and all copies of it from hand and deck. Whoa! I'm falling asleep over here. That's definitely the correct play. But this has to be... But this is basically why it's busted, right? Like now, okay, if I kill this guy... They can just replay the Karthus. I know they have Call the Weak in hand, so it's like 1, 2, 3. Am I even supposed to kill this guy? Maybe I'm supposed to kill this. Because this dies, then this dies. But then they can use the Clask guy to just replay the Karthus, I guess. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but I guess it is. Makes sense to me. Excuse me. So yeah, Leblanc's got really good matchup. Does that mean Leblanc? Does that mean that this deck is fair? No. It just means that Leblanc has good matchup. It just means I'm playing a giga polarized deck with like unbelievably bad matchups and unbelievably good matchups, which just kind of eliminate like fun for. Oh, does this come in ready? No. Does it say ready? Oh, I need to read. Read it slowly. I'm saying, bro, read the card. I'm like, no, bro, read the card. What if maybe I read the card? Crazy idea. I mean, this seems good, right? Because I can reaction speed another dragon out, so I definitely want to keep this. Let's just sabotage, see what's what. Am I slow? Huh? There's no need for that. If you mean in the sprint, extremely. They have 2 open. It's probably, I mean, it's probably the retreat, but maybe mirror image goes. Because they've got this guy, but I think we get rid of the mirror image, right? Hey Mage, what's up? We'll sum one of these. Probably not the best sequencing, but... BAM! Oh my god, guys, I hit the dragon. Who could have seen that coming? Big surprise. That's fine. I knew it was coming. But shouldn't the mirror image have been discarded? I guess that's GG already. Because I'm not playing the aspirants. So Leblanc definitely does cook us. Which is why a lot of people are saying, yeah, the deck's fine, it's not even going to win, it's going to lose to Leblanc, okay. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's healthy, bro. You know? I don't mind keeping this. We could drop the last rights. Yeah, well. We play 3 after all, right? Lucian. See how like much I'm thinking about my turns, guys? I have some insanely difficult decisions to make. I actually misplayed. I should have played the stack deck, not this. Because I can't afford to play this. And if I hit Aurora. So I actually misplayed. Oops. Misplayed after saying that my deck is like got 0 decisions to make. I did actually have 1 decision to make and I made the wrong one. Lol. Whoops. Stack deck. The good news is, based off this hand, it didn't matter. Do I want to take the invert timelines? Probably. Don't forget about that. Trusty XP, bro. So, interesting. Look, what we actually do here, very important thing. Because I'm playing against a potential sabotage player, I draw this one and I leave the Aurora on top. We should have just sabotaged already, right? First, Void Assault or Grim Resolve. Which do we want? I'll take the Void Assault. I'm not really sure if it's correct. I played this kind of wonky, but whatever. Is what it is. Imagine having to actually play with finesse. Not me. I'm an Aurora player. I can play terribly suboptimally, it doesn't matter. Yesterday you were playing Aurora to show how busted it is for bans, now you're just doing it to win. Yeah, it's the only way I can win games, mate. You know what I like to do? I like to only play the best decks. That's why I only have ever played Teemo before set 3. That's actually a good question. Can you? That's honestly a good question, Tom Wizard. We should check, because maybe I cheated. Not that mad in this case. Predict. I guess you probably can't, actually. You're probably right. You can? Oh! So, like, if I predict off this thing, I can, like, swap. Because I put the second one on top. I leave the top one where it is, and I put the second one on top. Makes sense that you can, right? Okay, I predict 2. The first card I leave on top. The second card I put on top, aka changing order. Bam! Broken. You know what would be really nice right now, guys? A dragon, which just, like, kills my opponent's entire board and sets up an engine that needs to be answered. That sounds like it might be quite good right now. Wouldn't that be nice if I had a guaranteed dragon? Bam! Oh my god, I'm so lucky. I always hit the dragon, guys. 100% of the time I'm hitting the dragon. I'm just so lucky, guys. How do I keep getting so lucky with my dragon? I'm so lucky, guys. I just can't keep getting away with this. Surely I can't keep hitting the dragon every single time, right? Like, my luck's going to run out eventually. Surely. I can't keep getting away with this, guys. Ooh. Choose a friendly unit at a battlefield. Command enemy spell chooses it in Nova. I mean, how much do I care about that, honestly? It's at a battlefield. They've got almost no units. None of this really chooses it. Okay, I take it. Can I get another dragon? How luck? Oh my god, this guy! He just keeps hitting the dragon. What a lucker. He is eliminated. Whoa. So balanced. Guys, this deck is... You see how difficult this was to play? You see how much I had to think over every decision, guys? Honestly, it was... My brain, I don't think it's ever going to recover from this. I had to go into the tank. Every single play had to be perfect, or I was going to lose. Kind of interesting. Maybe just get rid of flurries. Probably, right? This is TCG Arena. The boots! The flipping boots, mate! I don't want to deramp, so let's just go for the Lunar Boon. Discard this. Or two. Stuck deck. Bam. Dragon, no thank you. We don't really need the other Lunar Boon. I mean, we could, because I don't have anything to do next turn. So, I think I just take it. Can't deramp, so. You're very welcome, Verifaventi. My absolute pleasure, mate. Invert Timelines is looking tasty. I haven't got my current vibe build posted, but I'll do a video on Vi. I want to play some more. I want to play some more for sure. I'll do a video. I think there's like 3 versions, probs. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Lunar Boom. Discard. Invert Timelines. Draw 2. That's what we wanted. The invert timeline's really hard counters to Stellarcorn. I'm not playing any gusts right now, by the way, guys. We're on 0 gust. That's like the edgy... I mean, probably the most controversial part of my deck is that I'm only playing 3 dragons. I personally don't think that's controversial. I just think that's logical. So they've got 1 open. Obviously, we could sabotage here, but like... I'm probably just going to be slamming the timelines. Let's always take the stack deck first. We're always playing this. Because, like, if I'm just slamming invert timelines next turn, I mean, I also want to get both last rights down, to be fair. 1, 2, 3. We'll take this. This is good. There's still a decision on sabotage. Do we want to take the sabotage right now? I don't think that I do, to be honest. I don't think that I do. This guy, he can't keep getting away with hitting dragon every time! What a lucker. 100% fluker. How's he doing this? I wish I had a mind splitter right now. Imagine playing Mind Splitter in this deck. Cringe! Couldn't be me. Could not be me, guys. Yeah, Vi's nice. Vi's cool. I like Vi a lot too. I think it's a good deck. It's like kind of weird, but I do like it. Hey? Okay. 1, 2. Guardian Angel. Fair enough. That would have been nice to discard, to be fair. Discipline. Sure. You do whatever you want, buddy. Aurelia readies the Tide Turner. Fair enough. Tide Turner scores. Do we want it? Do we want to let him score? I don't know if I do. I think we don't, right? We'll go like bam, bam, bam here. That's why we go for it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Invert timelines. Discard the hand. Pew! They could defy it. So I guess maybe there's an argument to sabotage first in case they have that. No! Well, at least we didn't draw 2. I don't know, they might not have lost. We'll have to see. I'm just keeping the Misfortune in the cannot be touched zone, because then if I have a dragon in the discard, I can equip the shovel to the Misfortune, and then I just get a dragon at the bottom of my deck, right? I'm going to be unbelievably slow to win this game. How was the discards? Double Divine Dance and a Baron Nashor. I mean, Baron Nashor's not too hot against me at this point in the game, I think. So they Aurelia. I mean, whatever. Let's just get that crap out of there, bro. No points for you. We'll just leave it open. It's fine. This is where this card starts popping off soon, right? Because we get them into the discard for shovels. It's like, we don't need this many. So rather than like playing the dragon from hand, we could just resurrection a dragon here. And then we don't get anything from it, but I mean, probably we just play the dragon from hand at this point because I'm not doing anything else this turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just go here. Three dragons sitting on a wall. What more does a man need than 3 dragons sitting on a wall? I've got 3 dragons and I don't need more. And this is just the I'm going to kill my own stuff for no reason card. Like, it's about to pop off too. I mean, I may as well just move the dragon over to bypass the deflect. Maybe like get some tricks out of them. All we need is 1 damage on this thing, right? They might try and kill my dragon and then I just get to save this instead. Fair enough. So we just kill our own dragon for no reason. Now we equip this dragon. We recycle this. What else do we recycle? I don't know. Like a flurry. And then we trigger the Aurora. I guess we'll play this as well. 1, 2, 3. Trigger the Aurora. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, bop, bop, bop. As a distress player's kill a friendly unit, I guess. That's a good question. That is a very good question. Clock! Lucky boy. Social cost player this, kill a friendly unit. Play a unit from your trash that costs no more energy and no more power than the killed unit, ignoring its cost. Yeah, honestly, they might be right. You might actually have to have... You might actually have to have something in the discard in order to use it in the first place, right? What do you guys think? Let me see if I can find a ruling. Community Discord. Rules questions. Heedless. Resurrection. Making choices. He's a reaction. This version cost reduction. Brand Elder. He's reaction. Seems like you need a target. It makes sense to me that you would. It does make sense to me that you would. Which does make my deck a little bit less busted. Kill your guy for no reason. Okay, I try again to kill your guy for no reason. Ba 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 ba. Shoobity boop, shoobity boop, shoobity boopity boopity boop, shoobity boop. I mean, I definitely should have just had these dragons defending, right? To be honest. It makes sense you need to have a graveyard target. I definitely should have held, but never mind. Because we actually just want one to die, right? We just leave one at base, one at each battlefield. Whoops. Game 2, they ask. Works for me. The second Aurora. Shoobity boop, shoobity boop, shoobity boop, 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 boop. Memorial's not going to change based off if I'm going first or second, but they should just go first, right? So we're on 3 of those Heedless. I think now that I know that, we definitely don't necessarily... I mean, maybe, honestly, I still want 3. It's weird. Obviously, Adaptatrons will come in off the side, right? Come on, Sancho, let's have it. This guy's going to get dragoned, and then dragoned again, dragoned. Oh. And then dragoned again. Not the dragon in the hand. No gust here. We're not playing it right now. No gust. Definitely the edgy decision, but there's logic to it. Defy. That's fine. Boop. Boop. 1 XP. How much do I want the bullet time? Not very much, I think. Two XP, mate. Poggers. The Lunar Boon's kind of nice because I can discard the old dragon. Also, you need to find the shovel. Ranking 2 isn't terrible though. It's probably not worth it. I think I'd take the Lunar Boon. Here comes the Aurora. 2 Auroras is probably quite a good thing against an Adaptatron deck as well. Like, Adaptatron plus Guardian Angel is probably the main line. Ooh, bro. What is that positioning? It's fine, mate. I never hit it. I can't hit the dragon every time, right? Oops. Boop, boop, boop. Wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's like that goes on top, those go randomly at bottom. What do you think, bro? what do you think They have 2? Where did that come from? I thought it was 1. I'm sure they had 1 up. That's a bit sus. Chat, is it just me or did they have 1 up before? I don't think that saves it. When you play me, choose up to 1 enemy. Yeah. It saves it? No, but I don't target the location. I target an enemy unit at each location. So I've already targeted them. Right? It saves. Okay. I'll save them. I mean, I'm glad it saves them. I'm definitely glad it saves them. So I'm not usually an Aurora player, guys. Let's be clear, right? I'm only doing it for science. Maybe I'm a filthy Aurora gamer now forever. This is the moment you lost me, mate. Same as any spell that requires you? Yeah, sure, that's fair. Rebuke also, flash saves rebuke, right? Yeah, makes sense. Yep. Right you are, guys. Oh no! The Adaptatron! Honestly, they might have been better, like, having this flipping die. So they can equip the Adaptatron. Yep, I got you guys. You're right. BAM! Do they have the Defy? Yeah, there was a target at base. Yeah, I don't think they had 2 up either, but whatever, never mind. I'm fairly certain it was 1 up. Fine by me, though. Broken in big capital letters. They have to recycle, which they do. Respect, bruv. Do we even want to draw? I'm not so sure that I do. He 31, swap it around. Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Woohoo! Good thing I didn't draw. So we can now, right? Yay, a point. We just go like, bing, bam. Oh, I didn't draw it, did I? Did I ever get rid of the hourglass? Probably, right? Did I forget to draw? There's a dragon in here somewhere. Bum! Had to get rid of the charm here. They could bounce. He could bounce to both battlefields. What do you mean? I think I see what you mean. Like if you hit a second charm, he could go like card, charm, charm, both to base, double concurb. Is that what you mean? Yeah, but he would need double charm. Like if you hit double charm off the like I don't think with the amount of runes they don't, but it's definitely something to have considered, right? It's like charm, charm, move, 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 move. But also they would need ganking. There's no ganking available right now, so I think it was like correct to set the hourglass, but there's definitely. Oh, my turn! Hooray, my turn! So, I mean, we probably just slam the resurrection, kill the tide turner. Lol. I'm not even sure I like want to give them new hand cards. Like, yeah, their hand's good, but yep. It's so unfair. Hello, opponent. Dragon these, mate. I don't know if I want to mobilize really here. Maybe save it for the draw. Whatever. I think there's nothing left, right? Just show that. The flipping triple dragon, nothing else, mate. I mean, why the devil not, right? I'm thinking about how to deal with them, and well, yep. Oh, here comes Aurelia. Defiant darts. Okay. Yeah, that's respectable. Here she comes. It's Aurelia versus a dragon. 7 versus 8. Oh. Doesn't that put her to 9 because she readied? They played her, she readied, she goes to 5. She's defiant danced, she goes to 7. She's targeted 8. Ready, defiant dance, 2 targets, right? It's like 5, 7, 9. Really, legend doesn't target. Does it not get +1? But I might have been scammed. I might have been scammed at a very high level of player with that. Lol. They found the main line though. Sending dancing where I hate. There's nothing wrong with it. It's so balanced. I'm a perfect Aurora player. Know nothing about this game, but I still finished 70th with Timo. Not bad. This should be a bad matchup. Bam! Hell yeah, I like Ornn. I want to play Ornn. No! We have to hit or we're dead. We need Aurora, I think we're dead. Bam! Easy! Get good! Never in doubt. Pure skill. Bam! Bam! We still might lose. But now there's a chance. The shovel in hand is good as well. We have to play the Misfortune here. That's for sure. Is that even true? I don't know. The rulings in this game are like the flipping Wild West though, bro. You just have to guess. And a lot of the times, you guess wrong. That's what's going to be nice about streaming as well. I'm just going to be playing more with you guys giving me thoughts. I mean, look at this. Bro's playing hyper aggro. But I drew Aurora on curve, so they lost. It's just tragic. It's just flipping tragic. Gin. I love a bit of power nexus, I do. Probably get rid of the last rights. We play 3 after all. Have we missed Gust, by the way, chat? Not really, right? We haven't missed Gust. There's not been one game where like, oh my god, if I played Gust, I would have won. We haven't missed it one bit. I'm not quite sure on what the right Aurora sideboard is, though. Certainly some Mind Splitters. One other Misfortune for the mirror. Maybe some Akshans for sure, right? I feel like I'm hitting my ramp much more often than I should be. Poor guy. That ain't gonna cut it, mate. Oh, big gin. Fair play. I do like the look of that card a lot. We'll take the Mobilize. Could have taken the double ramp, but the consistency is more important, right? That was Sabotage? Oh. I would have played this slightly differently then, never mind. Invert Timelines is looking quite good right now, isn't it? Flippin' Nora. I'm pretty sure I misplayed a little bit with my stack deck selection. Sure. It's not banished though. I guess there is, sure. I guess it is banished. They have gear removal built into Jin, right, with the Sig spell? But yeah, I was supposed to take the double ramp. Bros pay. Flipping it. Gin is cooked, man. They just paid 4 to draw 1. Poor guy. Another gin, though. Poor guy. Double unchecked power. Singularity. I imagine it doesn't matter, but we'll see. Poor guy's walked into this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bing. Bam. Poor guy. Lol. Lol indeed, mate. Lol indeed. I feel terrible. Not that terrible, though. I kind of like everything in hand, so I don't really want a Luna Boon. That's the problem. Are they a point behind? Rogers? Thanks, mate. Should I tell them they're at 4? I'll also abuse the power nexus here. Oh. Forgot about my 12 cost dragon. Whoopsie daisy. Don't mind me, just forgetting about my 12 cost Aurora. Trigger my 12 my guy. Object power. I walked into that one, didn't I? I knew it was there too. Flipping donut, mate. I'm a moron. I literally knew it was there. I got too ahead of myself. We need a shovel. Desperately. We take the invert timelines, right? This also gets rid of the other unchecked power. Huh? Oh. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go again, I guess. We need the shovel, bro. I mean, if they can kill my dragon, I lose. If they kill my dragon at base, it's over. I managed to throw the unthrowable game. I'm a bit nervous. Okay, that's fine. Didn't want to accelerate, eh? I didn't forget Aurora. There's nothing in the deck. I should have shuffled, technically. But it's already shuffled. Sabo. Sabotage. What do I care more about, Singularity or the Curtain Call? Or the Sprite Burst? I think this, right? I think it's actually that. Both of these are good, right? I guess I'm not drawing one of them, though. I think this was correct. Poor guy. I think they might have had enough. And frankly, yeah, who can blame him? Disgusting! Which one of yous didn't flush the toilet? Disgusting. Absolutely gross, mate. We're just not really losing, are we? Apart from to like the obvious counter decks. Oh. So for me, like the only reason to play so far, I would say the only reason to not just play 3 dragons is the mirror. And I can just sideboard for the mirror, right? Whatever. Okay, I lose the game. I lose mirror game 1. Sure. I think I'm fine with that. Rewarded for the double mully. It was risky, but it paid off. Wouldn't have found that card if I didn't double mully. We could gust, but I'm not playing gust. If I had it, this would be good gust. So let's just like look back on this 1 point and see if it makes a difference. So far, gust hasn't mattered at all, right? There's not been one game where gust would have saved us. There's maybe an argument I could have waited a turn. On the Sabotage. Just played it alongside the Aurora. See one extra card from them, right? Defy, though. It's better when they're untapped. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that one. He's like, yeah, it doesn't exist. Nothing to worry about. No. Yeah. Get out of here, bro. Doesn't matter that it's not recycled against them, right? It should be recycled, but they don't have anything that makes a difference. In that department, they seem like they're a bit new to TCG Arena, so I'm not going to bother fiddling about with that too much. Their hand's still showing, but it's like, I know it's there, right? It doesn't actually make a difference. It's actually just good manners to leave it this way. Did they draw? No. They did. All right, what am I going to hit this time? What could it be, chat? Nobody knows. Whatever could it be? Like, imagine not knowing that you're hitting a flipping dragon here. Why would you do that to yourself? That's what I want to know. Why would I want to ever not hit a dragon here? Bing, bom, bing. If only I played Gust. Nah, Gust is a dead thing. There just needs to be a union of the Aurora players where the Aurora players all agree to only tech for the mirror in the sideboard. And then the deck's like unbeatable apart from against the obvious counter decks, which is Leblanc, mainly Leblanc. There's also Leblanc and LeBlanc and also Leblanc. To be fair, there's probably there's definitely some other things you can do, right? Like there's definitely some other things that can do the business. Gus is cool because you can snipe the mirror token before it becomes something. Okay, that is nice. That's nice. I go here with the dragon. Drag on these, mate. Let's just think about my turn a bit. Do I just want to conquer with the misfortune? I think I'm fine just leaving the misfortune there. Like it does slow me down a bit, but I'm not really that bothered about the misfortune conquer, I think. Which just means that I can play out the hand, right, instead. Bam! This guy, please. Am I going to regret the double flipping dragon, bruv? Yeah, I mean, the Leblanc matchup is definitely one I would have to look at. Like, is it actually winnable, though? Maybe. I mean, I got so cooked by it. It's unbelievable. I reveal my hand. You're welcome. Am I missing something here? Are they going to play a green switcheroo? Huh? Hello? Scuttle crab. What is bro doing? It's good banter, to be fair. I think they've rage quit, basically, right? Boop! I mean, they're probably going to flipping charm it, but... yeah, defy it. But it's like, bro, what is this? What are we doing here? Oh! Broken. He's like, bro, they can't die in combat. They're 0 might. What do you mean? I think I'm done with this guy. Huh? Bro is so lost. It's a bit flipping late for that, bro. Oh my god, this guy is doing my flipping Sweden. Fair enough. Actually, it dies, right? It actually does die. Would have been nice to have known that about half hour ago, but never mind. Fair play to him. It's pretty cool. His crab, because of Yi, just killed my flipping dragon. That's pretty sick. Here's your reward. Another dragon. What? Huh? I'm so confused. Yeah, good arrows. Nice arrows. Sure. I mean, this is all well and good, but I would have played the turn very differently had I not, you know, had my dragon been punched back, but whatever. Show me your hand. Okay. Jibs, this is masterful gameplay from our opponent. Their zero mic crab is just too big for us. Okay. I've jumped onto the Aurora train. Yeah, because I want to show people how broken it is, man. And I also want to... I'm doing a video on like how to beat it. But like, honestly, the deck is so disgusting, I can't help but enjoy it a little bit. We're just on the 3 dragons setup. No other units. Why not? Who needs other units? Not me. I just play 3 flipping dragons, mate. The only thing we've lost to really is Leblanc. I think I beat everything else today. Maybe we lost like one other game where I missed Aurora on curve. But I think we only lost to a Leblanc in the 3 hours so far and we beat everything else. We did lose quite a bit yesterday, to be fair. GG. I think Ash is definitely a nice option. Ooh, Poppy. Obviously, Sabotage is quite good against it as well. I'll go first. Whoops, that's the wrong card. That's a really bad. Probably the worst hand we've had so far. We're definitely terrible in Aurora mirrors. That's actually the other thing we lost to. Right? We lost to the other Aurora player. We are absolutely cooked in Aurora mirrors. We got nothing going for us there. I mean, this might be the worst hand of all time. Basically, I think that would be my strategy, is just full send this deck and then have Aurora techs in the sideboard. Just try and win game 2 and 3. Versus Aurora. Bro, we still missed ramp. Crazy. Oh, I found ramp. Pog. This is a double mulligan as well, just to be clear. Yeah, I think that's it, right? We lost the Aurora mirror. We lost to Vanguard Armory. Bloody Nora. I mean, they can't even Aurora next turn. If they even have it, is another question altogether. The question is, do we slam the Misfortune to score a point? Or do we just not care? Misfortune is not a good idea because it double deramps us, but I could go Misfortune. I can't go Misfortune plus this. So I'm not going Misfortune. I could just slam the double ramp. Go to 12 next turn. Oops. I did too many, didn't I? Oh, I didn't do too many. So I'm trolling, sorry. What else do I actually even flipping do? Was I ever supposed to like Misfortune 6, but then I move? No, it doesn't work, right? She costs 6. And I was at 8. Yeah, doesn't work. I could sabotage still. It's not looking good, bruv. Bro, why did they draw twice? The Poppy! The Poppy draw. Bro, look at this legend. This legend needs to be banned immediately. That's busted. Dragon Vanguard Armory is poof. Mind Splitter would be good right about now. It's in my side. So what would my sideboard be? 1 purple, Misfortune, 3 Mind Splitters. Some actions, probably, right? I guess. Probably some counter spells. I don't even know how good action is. How good is action in Aurora Mirrors? I guess it's kind of nice for your like Aurora to just constantly be hitting units in mirrors. This is TCG Arena. Big guy. You can draw. I'll allow it. Huh? Play unit from your... Oh, shoot. I should have read that, huh? LOL. Didn't actually read the card properly. Fair enough. It's probably still correct, actually, for us. Honestly, still correct. We're hitting another... I mean, it's not ideal, but I think it is still correct. I guess maybe we lose now. It wasn't correct. I take it all back. The problem... it could work still. It could kind of still work. Wait, we can go double Aurora, right? We're chilling. We just go double Aurora, double Dragon. I guess the double Dragon isn't that good, though. So maybe we don't go double Aurora. I think about it. It's probably just... The problem is just Misfortune dies because the Elder Dragon is there, right? So the Misfortune does nothing. So it is all kind of jank. This draws. Do we just slam it? Probably, right? Nice. But yeah, we do lose, sadly. They just double conquered GG. They have too many guys. Okay, so I threw this game Giga Hard. I'm going to call it there, guys. I'm going to be starting the streams earlier, starting from tomorrow, I think from tomorrow. Basically, we're going to start streams earlier. I'm going to try and be more productive in the mornings. But yeah, we're going to keep the Riftbound flowing. I think the deck's extremely good. I think like I need to think about the sideboard still. But from my games here, apart from outside of the mirrors, I saw no reason not to just play only 3 dragons. We had no like issues with that. We cut the gust, which I think was fine. I didn't really miss the gust at all. It's more broken, yes, definitely. Like it's not necessarily like a better deck because this deck is like very polarized and this deck just has extremely bad matchups. Draven never had a bad matchup, right? There's just no such thing as a bad matchup for Draven. It maybe had some slightly unfavored matchups. This has like auto-lose matchups now. Like, you can completely counter this deck with some strong decks. Like LeBlanc being the key example, right? Like LeBlanc totally and utterly counters this deck. But that doesn't mean that this deck is suddenly fair. It just means it's extremely unhealthy for the game, right? Because it's basically just saying, okay, you either play Aurora, you play LeBlanc, or you play something which like just loses to Aurora. Maybe there's like, basically that's it, right? You play, there's going to be Aurora decks, there's going to be LeBlanc decks, and then you're going to have like a few other decks which can hold up well into Aurora. Decks that play Sabotage, decks that play Ash, decks that play Mind Splitter, decks that play Call the Weak. And like hyper aggro gear removal stuff. That's it. That's all there is to this format. That's how polarizing and disruptive this deck is, right? There's nothing else. You want to play Vi? Waste of time. Aurelia? Terrible deck. Imagine that. Aurelia. Yeah, Azir should be solid, yep. You've got Call the Weak, you've got Salvage, you can play Ash. Yellow is good against Aurora, right? I don't know how Azir matches up to LeBlanc. I have no idea what LeBlanc's matchup spread is like, really. Might play some LeBlanc myself soon to kind of learn about it. But that's kind of what the format boils down to. You've got Rock is Aurora, Paper is LeBlanc, and then you've kind of got scissors of like, right, is there decks that can beat both LeBlanc and Aurora? That's basically the format in a nutshell. Not very healthy. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Going to check to see if there's someone I can raid on Twitch. I will be back tomorrow. I'm doing like a Lorcana pre-release in the evening though, so like I'm not exactly sure, and I'm doing some coaching tomorrow. So not exactly sure when I'll be around. If you guys do want Riftbound coaching, you can check out the Metafire page. Yeah. Oh, see you guys.